your power goes out, remember just how inconvenient your life can be. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you'll have power when you need it. Our Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted. Get a free 10-year warranty with the purchase of any air-cooled generator. Call Generac Generators today. Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power.
Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A, this is Denis Phillips Live. Sponsored by Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power. And Total Air.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Denis Phillips Live. Meteorologist Allie Blake filling in for Denis for the third night in a row. Can you believe they let me back here again? And I even brought a guest this time, which I'll introduce him in just a minute, but I've been having fun with you guys. I hope you've been having fun too. It's always good to see all of your nice and smiling faces, at least your comments that are always so kind. And I've gotten some great emails too. You guys truly are the best viewers. And I'm having a fun time. I will say that tomorrow Denis will be back, so he'll be back to regularly scheduled programming. But it's good to see you guys on Facebook. Thank you, Julie. Hello. Good evening, Miss Leisha. Hi, Mary. How's it going? Hi, Linda. Hello, Dominique. Hello, Misty. Hello from Holiday Maureen. It's always good to see you guys and hear from you as well. Also on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on The Spot. And the NBA Finals are on in just a little bit on Tampa Bay 28. I hope you guys are all watching. Yes, Mary, they did let me back again. I have yet to be fired from this. I'm just kidding. They wouldn't fire me. At least I hope not. But I'm here, and it's always fun talking to you guys. We got all sorts of weather stuff that we're going to go over tonight. Of course, we're first going to start with question of the day, which I'm going to push in here right now. So our question of the day today is, I don't know if you've been outside, but it's been pretty cloudy and kind of relaxing. I'll say it was hard for me to get out of bed today, really to stay motivated at all. What do you guys like to do on a cloudy day like today? You know, are you watching TV at home? I mean, right now you're watching me on TV or social media, which is always fun. Maybe you're reading a book, you're making some dinner, you're just hanging out. What are you doing? Let me know in the chat. Ryan said ABL. Yes, it is ABL. Allie Blake Live, at least for today. We also have Charlotte, who said the weather was great. I know it feels nice with the humidity starting to go lower. Hello from St. Pete. Hello, Patty. Hi from Homosassa. Hello from New Hampshire. Ryan says, go Knicks. Yes, tonight we have the NBA Finals, either your Knicks or Spurs. I'll tell you that I have my dog make a prediction, and I will show you guys on Denis Phillips Live who she predicted in the next little bit. Randy from Brooksville. Hello, Randy. Someone on TikTok asked, what city are we from? We are here in Tampa. Someone said cloudy with a chance of a Knicks win. I feel like that was our producer, Jonathan. I think that's what he would comment. We're going to go back to the studio, so thank you guys. Charlotte said she's gardening. Pat said he likes to go biking when it's cloudy because he does not like to get overheated. I feel that, Pat. So I have my very special guest for you guys. Come on over here. This is Graydon. Everyone, Graydon is a student at Sickles High School. He has come to visit me because he wants to become a meteorologist one day. And that's one thing that I love about this job is I love to talk to future meteorologists because when I was in his shoes, that's all I want to do is talk to someone who was in this industry, see what they were doing, what it was like, because I was just a weather weenie too. So Graydon, you know, tell me kind of how you got interested in weather.
Really, Hurricane Ian was the start. Seeing like the true destruction that it could do was interesting, but also sad. And I wanted to see like how the science is, or like what the science is behind it and where it's gonna go.
Yeah, and you know, for a lot of us, Graydon, it takes one storm. You talk to most meteorologists and they have a storm that kind of pinpoints it. For me, I'll say it was Isabel in 2003. I remember I'm not gonna say my age, but I was very young, maybe elementary school age, and I remember just the power of it coming to North Carolina. I know Isabel impacted us here in Florida, and then there were several storms after the fact, and I was here to help out for Milton. So Graydon is gonna stay with us. He's gonna answer some more questions later on the show. I'll rapid fire him later. I don't wanna get him too scared right now to start off the show. He's fine, he's doing great. He's awesome. But I always love having people come in and visit. So if you know any school age kids that are interested in weather, feel free to send me the email. I'm gonna move right for a second right here. This is the way to get in touch with me. You are always welcome to follow me, have other people follow me, have people get in touch with me that way. If you have anything not nice you wanna say, you can send that to Greg D. That's okay. I'm just kidding. So we are going to, in a second, roll to the next thing. But for now, I'm gonna see what you guys are also saying in here. Someone said starting 189. I don't even know what that means, but that's okay. Hello, Jody from Palm Harbor. Julian said I would either take a nap or watch one of my favorite movies. Dominique said she's watching tennis. Enough with this heat. Come on. I know, guys. I know it's coming. Mary, you were kind of close. He spells it Greyden. She was kind of close. There's a lot of different people are spelling it in different ways. Oh, we almost there. You guys are getting it, but I appreciate you being
Close
so
enough.
kind to my guest. I will ask my guest one more question. Then we're gonna roll the first break. Graydon, what do you like to do on a cloudy day like today?
Watch movies.
You know, that's always a good, like, on a day like today, you know, we're so blessed here in Florida. We get sunshine all the time. I was always told you're going to wish for the cloudy days before I moved here. And sometimes I just feel like I need one to reset, to clean in my space and place. And it's just nice. So I'm going to roll to the first break. Graydon is going to come back towards the end. If you guys have any questions for Graydon too, or about maybe being a meteorologist, feel free to ask them in the chat. We'll get them in a bit later. First, we're going to go to our first break. All right, we are in the first break, so you are all good. If you want to hang out right here, you can. I am going to put me and the box, and we'll start doing some weather after this. Let's see what people on TikTok are saying. They know they won't get a penny, something from Family Dollar. I don't even know what that means, TikTok. All right. Eric said, better late than never. Hey, you know what? I'm happy you were able to join. Hello, Janice from Sarasota. Let's see who else we got. So many people said hi to you. That's so nice. We got some tennis. Let's see what else we got. Hello, everyone on TikTok. Anyone on TikTok got any questions, answers, daily double? That's okay. But I'm happy you guys are here. And soon when we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the weather. Always a water break. Because it's a lot of talking. And sometimes I feel like I just need it. Ryan said it's good sleeping weather. That's what Ryan I said, that this is the best napping weather. But, you know, I woke up this morning and it was kind of sleep-in weather, but here we go. Someone said, have a glass of wine. I'm at work. I can't have a glass of wine while I'm at work. You guys are so silly. Dr. Pepper only. That's the only cold one we're drinking, at least right now. We got some water. And soon we're going to go back. We got 5 seconds, and then we're going to be back on the air. We'll talk about the weather. Let's see what we got. Thank you for the hearts. I always like you guys. All right, we are back again. Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Allie Blake in for Dennis tonight on Denis Phillips Live. So happy to be back with you guys again. We're on the spot. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. We're here talking about the weather, talking about all kinds of fun things. And I'm excited to be back again and hopefully let me on a little bit more. So, of course, I'm going to see what you guys got in here. Bonnie said she's happy for the cooler weather. Her husband's birthday is on Friday. Tell your husband happy birthday. You're barbecuing. Save me a plate. That's all I got to say. And at least the heat index won't be in the triple digits like it was for your birthday. Oh, Bonnie, happy belated birthday. Tom says, hello, thank you again. Eric says after work he's got to cut the grass. Yeah, you don't have to get in all the heat. So Judy wants to know, how's the weather for West Lakeland? Well, I'm going to get into the weather right now for you guys. So you can see as we double box it, you see me and the graphics. So we have, of course, a look from the Rivergate Tower camera right now. It's pretty quiet, it's cloudy, it's gray. And I know you're loving that weather. Teresa said she loves the weather in Hudson. It's 82 degrees right now. The humidity continues to drop now at 51% with winds blowing out of the east-northeast at 9 miles per hour. And here's temperatures across the board. You up in the Hudson Holiday area are sitting at about 80, 82 Clearwater, 82 St. Pete, 80 Sarasota, 79 in Wesley Chapel, 78 Wauchula. And that's exactly what we're feeling. Someone said, hey, Allie, what's going on? You know, we're just doing the weather. That's what's going on here today. And dew points are continuing to drop. Usually when we get into the 50s, ooh, that's that air that you dream of. Any lower than the 50s, and you might need some chapstick, some moisturizer. So 50s are okay, 60s are borderline depending on the temperature outside. We do have some 70s in South Florida, but it's because the front is moving through. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so basically as we get into the rest of the evening, that's where we'll see kind of the conditions just get better. I mean, most of the live radar shows the rain out in the Gulf along with the thunderstorms. We're continuing to stay pretty quiet on there. So David said weather people from different stations are saying something in the Gulf. Unless you're saying like a social media hype meteorologist, the only thing we're watching in the Gulf is a whole lot of nothing out there, folks. Moisture, it's disorganized, maybe something later on. I know someone said, where's the ban button? I know we have had some spam, so I got it. I'm gonna hit it because I just haven't in a while. This is so funny. I feel like it's just fun to have in life. Yeah, Linda, I got that for you. Alicia said it's breezy in Lakeland. So we are taking a peek right now, though, guys, at the bigger picture. I'm going to go graphics full screen for this. Look at the United States. We got some showers, especially in the Gulf, but it's with this disorganized system. Our front's bringing it down, so that's why farther to the south, we do have a little bit of some shower action, some rain moving also in the middle of the country, and we have some severe warned storms off in the Dakotas. Actually, some friends that are storm chasing there right now. That's one thing I want to do in life is storm chase and see a tornado from a safe distance, obviously. It's on my bucket list, maybe one day. Thank you, Julianne. You rock. I appreciate you. All right, guys, on TikTok, we're going to say nice things only. If we say mean things, I'm going to ban you and hit the ban button, and we don't want to have to do that. Again, winds continue to stay well into the 20-mile-per-hour range right now. It's kind of the windiest time. We'll see them drop as that front moves through. Tomorrow, you might notice about a 10, 20-mile-per-hour wind gust. The main thing is it's not going to be a wind that's going to push your car if it's elevated. It's more just of annoying wind, which happens. Someone said X marks the spot because of the ban button. That's funny. You guys are too funny. And then we will continue to see those wind gusts kind of stay elevated. Now, Futurecast keeps this dry through about 10 o'clock, but this is what I want to show you guys. Look at tomorrow morning, upper 60s and low 70s. That's weather I can get behind. When I walk my dog, she always wakes me up regardless around 7, 8 a.m. I take her out and then we both go back to sleep. Especially if I'm working nights. Unless I'm working mornings, then I have to get on with my day. It feels just comfortable out there at the dog park, even though I have to wear long sleeves no matter what because I will get eaten alive by bugs if not, which is just horrible. But that's unfortunately life. Oh, wait, let me see if I can go back. Sorry, guys. But again, we rise back again into the low to mid 80s. Maybe an isolated shower chance, but I'm not buying it. Low humidity. And Friday's going to look very similar. A little bit warmer in the mornings, and then we see those changes in play. Of course, we are going to continue to see much drier air arrive as we get into the next few days. Look, I mean, it's going to come from the north, and we really like that nice drier air, which is awesome. Dominique said, her daughter and family from Southern Maryland are coming Saturday for your grandson's graduation and 18th birthday for a couple days. Great weather. I wonder where in Southern Maryland are they from? You guys know I used to work in Maryland. Small world. Yeah, Linda, those temperatures look wonderful. But look, we talked about that moisture in the Gulf. It's going to move to Texas and Louisiana. We are staying pretty dry here in Florida as it continues to move on through. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Julianne said, what kind of dog and what's her name? My dog is named Lexi, and she is a poodle mix. I will show you guys her in her video in a minute because I did a pick for her for the NBA Finals, so you guys got to see who she picked and what she picked. Again, we're going to keep rolling through the weather, though, just in case. I want to show you rainfall totals over the next little bit because they'll make you laugh. They made me laugh. This is it. And you can see there's not very much at all because Mother Nature is not giving us any other rain. Tomorrow we get a new drought monitor. I do think we see some improvements, but yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at. Dominique said Mechanicsville, Maryland. I've driven through Mechanicsville before. Small world. Drought monitor, this is the latest one. Tomorrow we'll see some improvements. Fingers crossed all across the board. But you can see the spots still in the extreme drought are Tampa, St. Pete, Bradenton, Sarasota, all the way up to Citrus. We have a little bit of relief in northern Hillsborough, also Pasco, and also kind of in that fringe to the west of east of 75, just along the sun coast. Now, temperatures also staying pretty warm. We're going to enjoy a nice little stretch, and then the mid-90s come back. They smack us in the face whether we like it or not. So here's a look at that full 7-day. I'm going to go full for this so you guys can see all the goods. Temperatures, again, upper 80s. We're going to enjoy the more comfortable mornings the next 2 days. And then we get back to about 90 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. Then we have some rain showers that'll come too. And yeah, that's always pretty cool to at least see them warm back up. Then we kind of flip the switch back to summer. Hi, Tony, how's it going? Tom said, I didn't see what Tom said, so we're just gonna ignore that, but that's okay. You guys, I appreciate you guys monitoring the chats for me, so I don't even have to do that. You guys are my people. But yeah, we'll warm back up again. We are going to go to our next break. And so I am going to roll to break right now, and we will be right back. So this is what I forgot to do last time, and then I was like changing the graphics, and on here it was just like showing on social media. It was like flash, flash, flash. I was like, oh no. Someone said, I hope they drop a burn ban for Independence Day. Why? Then we won't have fireworks. But if we are still under a drought, then that is going to be needed. Whether people follow it or not, of course, is always something else. We'll go to tropics. And then we will go, I'll do that little video. And then we will do some last minute talking. Oh, TikTok, I'm gonna have to ban you guys. You guys are saying some weird things in there today. Why are we doing that? I don't want you guys to say weird things, only nice things. All right, we got that in there. Jody said no 90s. I know, the 90s can be hot sometimes. Let me take a sip of the water before we get back. All right. About 8 seconds, then we'll be back on air once again. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us. Having a blast, all of you guys on all social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. We are back from break. Hello, guys. Thank you for staying with us. And if you're still running back from the bathroom, come back and join us. Meteorologist Allie Blake here for Dennis on Dennis Phillips Live. With my part-time residency from the past 3 days, and we're having a whole lot of fun, at least I am. And today I got my special guest with me, Graydon. We're gonna talk to him a little bit more after the next break, so don't leave me. I promise you, we're gonna continue to have fun. We're gonna talk a little about the tropics now, and I got a funny video for you guys. I told you that I have my dog pick the NBA games, or you have her pick big games in general, usually Bucks games. Baseball, there's too many of them. That's a lot of treats. Unless someone starts a treat fund for me, I won't be able to do that. But, you know, I can do any big game, so we'll do that. Let's see. I'm going to start with the tropics, so we're going to double box with me and the tropics. We'll see what you guys have to stay in there. Someone said, go Carolina. I hope you mean the Carolina Hurricanes. But we are the Lightning Station, so go Bolts too. Someone said, I don't look forward to fireworks. They scare your cats. Oh no, your neighborhood sets them off half the night. You know, working in news, that's always the biggest pain was when I worked weekends, was my first job. They would light off fireworks at night and they were so loud. Maria said, is it me for the rest of the week? No, Dennis is going to be back tomorrow. So right now you get the best of the best while you can. I hope so. Ryan said fireworks are your hobby. Ryan, do you buy the expensive fireworks? So funny story, guys. Growing up in North Carolina, you can only get big fireworks in South Carolina. So my family wouldn't set up fireworks because my parents are doctors and they don't believe in setting off fireworks. We could go watch other people do it. But we would, like, so many people would go to South Carolina, buy their fireworks to then set them off in North Carolina. So that's a fun story. I've noticed I've seen fireworks stores here all around. Let's see where we're at. Oakland County. All right, let's go. Let's see where else we are. So now we're going to transition to tropics because I get excited about the chats and then I get distracted. Someone said they want to hear the song Firework by Katy Perry. Fun fact, one of my funniest memories growing up was this bagel lady at the bagel store told me I looked like Katy Perry. I don't really think I do, but she wrote on my cup, "To my Katy Perry," and I think about that often. She still works there. But the tropics are quiet. That's why we can talk about Katy Perry. We're not really watching anything. That disturbance in the Gulf, a week low. Models don't love development. Hurricane Center doesn't like development. We don't like development. Hello, Kathy. Hello again. So we're not really expecting anything over the next 7 days. And again, the main culprit is Saharan dust from Africa. You can see it transported from Africa, taking a little vacation. Not taking the express class flight because it is moving slowly over the Caribbean, also into the Gulf. And earlier I even saw it kind of swing back towards Spain, which I've never seen the dust go that far. It's kind of crazy to see something like that. Ryan said he gets the good stuff. I believe that. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome. Saharan dust, though, continues to move, and we might still see some hazier sunrises and sunsets over the next few days if the dust continues to push into Florida, which is always interesting to see. And yeah, all right. Now, I do want to show you this because this just came out too. It is the tropical development outlook from June 3rd to June 9th. And what you can see is there is absolutely nothing in the Gulf, and I mean nothing. It is just bare bones quiet. The Pacific has a 20% chance, and actually the Pacific had their first named storm of the year start today, Tropical Storm Amanda, and that's likely to continue out to sea. We shouldn't have to worry about that, but awesome, all kinds of stuff. Dominique said her family are in North Carolina right now. Oh my gosh, at Ocean Isle Beach. I used to love going to Ocean Isle. Did you go to Sunset Slush? That's a good ice cream shop there. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. So tropics are quiet. If you're going to Florida, if you're going to the Carolinas, Texas, you name it, you're not worried about any tropical development. At least that's okay. So I'm going to roll to the next break. And then when we get back, I'm going to show you the video of my dog picking the NBA Finals winner. And then we'll talk a little bit more to Graydon. Thank you guys for staying with us. We will be right back. Break has been rolled. All right, let's see what we got. All right, interesting. All right, thank you guys for staying with us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You know it. We are here. I'm happy. My Facebook people, you guys are good people. I don't know what's going on TikTok. I got some really wild bots commenting tonight. They're saying some crazy things. I can't read them to you guys because we would get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. I also don't want weird people to say weird things. But I appreciate you guys on Facebook. You guys are my friends. We are going to continue to roll back. We have about 45 seconds, so halfway. You can just lean back in your chair. Maybe you're taking your sip of water or sparkling water, wink, wink, at home, eating dinner, getting ready for the rest of the night. Oh, Jonathan's back on. Hey, Jonathan. Thanks for monitoring us on the TikTok here. We are going to continue to go back. We'll show the videos and all kinds of stuff. He said, my map is a bit dusty. What do you mean my map's a bit dusty? You guys are so funny. When we get back, I'm going to do this. All right. We got 13 seconds till we are back. And I'm going to push that in here so we at least have all my setups here. We appreciate you. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Mary. You guys are great. 2, 1. Blast off. That's it. Every time I see the countdown mentally in my head, I feel like we're just about to have a rocket launch in the studio, whether we do or not. Someone said they want to be my friend. Hi, friends. Someone said, go Bucks, go. All right, life is good. Yeah, go Bucks. Of course, our Tampa Bay Bucks. Yeah, Jody said TikTok sometimes has some crazy comments, that's for sure. All right, guys, we're back. Dennis Phillips Live, meteorologist Allie Blake here. We have 5 minutes left, 5 minutes of fun with me before Dennis comes back tomorrow, and I'm sure you guys all miss him. I miss him too, you know, but we've been having fun. Me, Graydon, you guys on social media, and oh, you meant dust as in dust on the radar. I get that now. I thought you meant that my maps look dusty, like physically look dusty. You guys are funny. All right, so I'm going to show you guys, if you are looking at the finals tonight, maybe I'll pick who you want, maybe I won't, but I always have my dog pick and it's fun, so I'm going to show you guys. Someone said, go Niners. Here we go. There is no sound because whenever I have the sound go on, then it always starts to mess up. All right, there we go. You guys can see who she picks. There is no sound, but I'm going to talk over it because I know you guys can hear me. Knicks versus Spurs. My cousin got me some duck jerky. I'll be honest, Lexi doesn't love it, but I'm trying to get rid of it. So duck jerky it is. Here she goes. And Lexi picked the San Antonio Spurs, and all of the New York transplants in Tampa are sad. I'm sorry, but hey, she's just a dog. Remember that. She is only picking, and yesterday she picked the Carolina Hurricanes, who did not win. So that's exactly how we're feeling. And yeah, that's who she picked. I said personally, I think Knicks in 6. Lexi picks the Spurs. So that's what we got. That's our dog pick of the day. Let's see what we got. Linda asked if I was cold in the studio. So normally I do wear a jacket or a sweatshirt. Today I don't feel like it feels that warm. There is a heater under here though, folks, and Greg and Dennis love to use the heater. So of course there's that. But again, we have our friend Graydon here. He's going to talk with us for the last little bit. You know, Graydon, we have till 7:58, so we got 3 minutes. I'm going to just ask you some questions, some rapid fire stuff. So Graydon, where are you from?
I'm from Tampa.
So he's from Tampa. He's closer kind of to the West Chase area. If we have any West Chase people in here, say hi. No booze. I know that's for the dog, not for Graydon. We got to be nice to our guest here. So Graydon, outside, you know, of liking the weather, what else are some of the some hobbies that you have?
I have a job, and then I focus on the weather a lot.
That's okay to focus on the weather a
Clubs.
lot. Do you want to give your work a shout out? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I work with old people, so they're nice. I serve them.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, we always love to respect our elders and everyone around. You know, Graydon, what are some of the things, you know, I know it takes a lot to become a meteorologist. Where are you looking maybe one day for college, maybe secondary? Where else are you looking? Actually, let me make this both of us on the widescreen. Where are you looking maybe one day?
I hope to go to FSU.
FSU.
That's my main goal.
You know, I know some of the Gator fans in there, you might say, well, Greg and Jason, we know, are both Knowles too. My cousin also, she just got into the physical therapy program at FSU, so big shout out to my cousin Brooke. She's a junior. And I hope that she ends up doing some of the football games so I can come out and watch on the field. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything, other questions for Graydon? Any other things? Jody said, go Lexi. Julian said, until next time. You can't leave us so soon yet. We still got a little bit of time. Someone said that the team is cursed. Kathy said her son lives in North Carolina. We're going at the end of the month, spending 4th of July. 4th of July in North Carolina was always a fun time. Thank you guys also. What else we got in here? Yes, Julie, Lexi did pick for hockey. I forgot to show it yesterday, but she picked the Hurricanes, but they lost. So we'll see how that goes and whatnot. We have about a minute left. So of course we are continuing to do just all this. So Graydon, do you have any trips planned for this summer? Or are you just hanging out here?
Going to New Jersey.
What are you doing in New Jersey?
Visiting family. It's fun.
It's always fun to visit family. Are you flying or driving?
Flying.
You're flying there? Oh, that's good. So I was actually talking to Dennis recently, and he told me he's going to Maryland at some point this summer, and he is driving there. So I drove from Maryland to Florida when I moved, and I broke up the drive because it's 16 hours. The idea, I did the drive twice. The idea of having to do it more than once ever again, to me, I think I'll pull out my hair. I will say we have about 20 seconds left and I keep getting cut off. So I'm going to go ahead and say my highs and goodbyes. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on Denis Phillips Live. Give a big round of applause at home for Graydon. He did great. You're going to see him on your screens one day. So remember this moment before he makes it big. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great night and I'll see you tomorrow.